Hello everyone and welcome back to Horn Hippie Media. Today I'm going to take you through another quick Sibelius tip tutorial. This one is all about using different note heads. So I have this drum part to Little Shop of Horrors that I put together for a concert that we're doing in a couple days. So as you can see, I've notated this drum part out. I have cross note heads and I have regular note heads. So I know that a drum set, this F, if we're reading in treble clef, the F is a bass drum hit, the C is a snare drum hit, and then the cymbals live above the staff. And so the G up here is a closed hi-hat. And another thing, when you want a drummer to play a closed hi-hat, usually they like to read cross note heads. If you are a drummer and you don't like that, tell me in the comments why. Okay, but how do we get these notes? So first off, let's just go ahead and delete this, delete. Let's start with that bass note. So I have my 8th note selected over here. Let's just type in an F. Boom. And that will make the bass drum hit. And I also want to have a snare drum hit on that same note. So with that note head selected, as you can see, it's still selected. You hold down Shift and then type in the note name that you want to populate above that first note. So we want C, Shift, C. And there you have it. It'll populate that snare. So we also want that hi-hat up here, and so we're going to make it into a G above all that. So we're going to hit Shift, G, boom. So now we have that weird note head on the top that doesn't match the rest, and we want to make it into a cross note head. So let's zoom in a little bit. Let's select that note head, and then in the Notations tab, we're going to come all the way over here to Note Heads and over to Type. And we're going to select from the drop down. You can see like right here, cross is a very popular one. Let's also take note of the keyboard shortcut option Shift 1 here. And I'm just going to select that. Boom. And there you have it. We have our cross note head and our snare and our bass hit on that first beat there. Let's go ahead and add an accent over here. If you have your keypad up, you can just hit the equal sign. Or you can select that by hand, click it with the mouse. So let's zoom out. I want to talk about these comping symbols down here and how to put chord symbols over them and how to get this particular visual. So this is very common in jazz parts. You'll see this all the time. Let's go ahead and delete this. So you can see we have 4 of these large beats, no stem on them, and there are 4 in one measure. So we are going to type out quarter notes. And you can see it's nice and centered in the measure. It's on the B line is sort of where that note head, quote unquote, lives. So let's go ahead and type out 4 Bs. Bam, 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 bam. We can click this little mouse button to deselect our note input and then, just click the measure to highlight it all. And then let's go back to our note heads type in the Notations tab. And let's scroll down to this slashes, beat without stem. I prefer that more than the beat with the stem because it's what jazz musicians read, and it's really clear. It's easy to see if there's measures coming up, and it's easy to write cues above, just if you have that. So you can simply change it to that, or if you're really good with your keyboard shortcuts, let's go back. What is the keyboard shortcut for regular note head? It's Shift Option 0. And for these large slashes without stems, I think it's 3. Oh, yeah, okay. So Shift Option 3 for that. Now, one last quick tip before we close out. Let's talk about how to input chords above, chord symbols above comping. You're going to go up to the Text tab in the ribbon, and you're going to select the beat that you want your chord symbol to be above. Then you're going to go into Chord Symbols and select chord symbol. And then you can type in any kind of chord you want. So let's say I want a B diminished 13th chord. And then you're just going to hit the space bar, and it'll populate there. Then, okay, I don't want the next chord to change until the second beat of the second measure. Then let's do maybe like an E major 7 with a B in the bass. So we're going to just do that, E major 7. So we're going to type that out, and then a slash B, space bar. And so there you have it. It'll make the chord symbol that you wrote out into a more quote-unquote official looking chord symbol. And you could just do this for the rest of the piece. And to move on from the chord that you're working on, you simply press the space bar. And that, my friends, is how to do it. And I'm just going to delete these. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want to see me cover next. Till then, peace out.